That's the introduction to Black Nile, a song written by Wayne Shorter, and I had a request for this song, so I haven't really spent a whole lot of time studying it, but there's some common chord progressions in here that are easy to explain, so I'll do that. And I just want to thank all the folks who sent in requests, and especially the people over there on Patreon who've done such a magnificent job in supporting this channel, as well as the folks that occasionally will send me something through PayPal. And of course, those links are down in the description, as well as a link to this chart right here, Black Nile. It's absolutely free. Click on the link to it, and it should pop right up. I did find another recording. I can't think of the guy's name, but I'll stick his picture and his name up there. And he's a piano player, and I really liked his solo a lot. And I got to say, I kind of learned something. He sounds a little like Bill Evans, the way he solos. And it was just an interesting scale that I never thought about using on a minor 7-flat-5 chord. So when we get to that, I will certainly lay it on you. All right, let's get to the A section here. This is a lot like A Night in Tunisia. Except here, we start on the D minor 6th, and we're going to the E flat 7th. All right, lots of ways you can do this, of course. Play simple voicing like this. And a lot of times I will include chordy, that's where the keys light up and everything, but I don't have a sensor on this piano, so what I usually do is I go into my recording studio and use the keyboard up there and watch my own video and just put the chordy things in, because, chordy flashes all this misinformation up there, and sometimes those notes go by so quickly you can't even see what's going on, even with chordy. So I like to just hit the chord and hold it so everybody gets a chance to kind of see what I'm doing here. So if you want to use a rootless voicing here, our old friend, this one, right? Use it very often for a G7, but of course it functions as D minor 6-9. There's your D minor, there's your 6, there's your 9. And the most appropriate scale is what they call the minor melodic ascending. So it's just like a minor scale with a regular 6 and a regular 7 there, coming from the D major scale. All right, so we have the 6, the 7. The only thing that changes, third becomes a minor third. And of course, the Dorian mode, which is going to, in this key, will be all white keys. That's going to work too. All right. And once we get to E flat 9, this is the typical scale. I'm trying to think what that scale is. Lydian dominant. So there's the Lydian note. If you know E flat major scale, you will know that A flat is the note in the scale. So we're going to sharp that note. And then we get to our 5, our 6. Normally the 7 would be here, but we're going to flat the 7, and that's why they call it dominant. Lydian dominant, because it's got the Lydian note there and the lowered 7th there. All right, that was I did not go outside of the scale one single time there. So, if you're looking for ideas, maybe you'll get something from that. I don't know. And then, we just have a 2-5-1 going into B flat. And that's such an interesting sound. And it's because of that, it's an interval that kind of comes from the D minor harmonic scale. Just gives it a cool sound there. All right, and I've talked so much on my channel about harmony. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I want to talk a little bit about rhythm. So if you're counting this measure with B flat here, it's 1, 2, and 3, 4 and a 1. 1, 2, and 3, 4 and a 1. And these eighth notes and quarter notes. They're based on the triplet. So da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So da 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 da. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. If you're, counting the triplets as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Same thing here in the next section. Now, an interesting thing here, this is easy to kind of get lost. When you see this A7 with A, so there's A7, right? 7th and the 3rd. Sharp 5 should be called the flat 13, but that's what they do. And there's the sharp 9. You'll notice that is exactly the same as the E flat 9 chord. All right. So if you want to just use 3 notes, it'd be that. If you want to use 4, you could add this one or this one to either chord. E flat, and that's an unaltered dominant chord. And if you just move it to A, now we see we have a flat 9 and a flat 13, so it's an altered dominant, or the sharp 9 instead, altered dominant still. And then we've got A flat 13. I'm just going to go to that, I guess. All right, here we go. 2, 3, da. And once again, here's the chord. You see, it's also an E flat 7th or an A. Tritone apart. So most of these rootless voicings will function on either root, and some other ones as well. Right? Like what's another one? It could be B flat minor 6/9. Could be G minor 7 flat 5, which is very much like an E9. And then we're back to the A section again. They call it the C section. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2. Now notice I didn't do the rhythm exactly as written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, see, I kicked that D minor 6 there. I moved it ahead by an 8th note. Just, makes it a little more jazzy. And the guy I stole this solo from, and I did a little screenshot of it. I think you can write to the person that put the video up and get a transcription of his solo. I have not done that. I actually just copied down a little bit of it so I could kind of practice it, but I did manage to get a screenshot too of just a little part of it. So, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Let's see what else is going on. It's really the same as the A section. All right, let's take a look at this solo here. We've got an E minor flat 5. And, we can look at the Locrian mode, which is like the F major scale. Right? Or we could think about putting that regular 9 in there. That would be the 9th of the chord. Right? But here we have... Now, I guess if the original chord doesn't have an E minor, E half diminished there. It's just got the A7, so. Yeah. But usually, like if you're going towards D minor, it's the D harmonic minor scale that you would use. Here, what are we using? Is it the F harmonic minor scale? No, because he comes down like it seems like a major scale with that little harmonic minor portion up there. And when you do a half diminished chord, this is an allowable note here. A lot of people don't realize that to a minor 7 flat 5 or half diminished, same thing, you can add the flat 9, the regular 9, the 11, the flat 13, or the 13. And I mean, it's a pretty dissonant chord. I've talked about this chord in the past and how it led to a divorce. Yeah, so don't practice this one through the cycle of the fifths. I'm warning you right now. It's just an interesting thing. And then C minor. Is that it again? So it definitely uses a lot of enclosures. Anyway, it's a pretty nice solo, very nice song. Wayne Shorter, great composer, pretty good sax player. Thanks, everyone.